Professor Wergles here. We are moving on in lecture number 28. We just talked about internet media types. We discussed what the meme type is, what its acronym is, which is multi-purpose internet mail extension. We also looked at how to dynamically load an image and XML file. Now, we're going to look at file upload, and we need to use the internet media type for the file upload. So we've already downloaded this zip and uploaded it to our server. If you go into your lectures directory, we're in file upload, number 1 upsite. And we're going to start by looking at index.html. Now in index.html, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see a form, and you're going to see an input element of type file with file1 as the name. Then I have a submit button with the value of upload. So if I go to the browser, go back, we're going to go to the file upload directory, number 1, and this is what you're going to see. So here's my form. I can select a file, and then I can click upload, which will then submit the form. Now remember, for a form, you need the action and the method. So the action, we're going to send this up to our PHP file. If I go back to the server, you'll see I have one called simple handler. That's what we're going to start out with. .php. The method is going to be post. But why would I select post? Well, one, for file uploads, post has no data size limit. So if I use get, it's going to send it up in the URL. The URL can only be so long, so the file has a size requirement. Therefore, post will be a better choice for file uploads. I must also specify the encoding type. So it's going to be the enc type. I'm going to specify this specifically for forms. So it's going to be multi-part form data, okay, which is going to allow me to upload a file. So I need the action just like a regular form, which specifies where the data is going. I need the method, which is going to specify how the data is getting there. And I need to make sure I specify the encoding type. Now, if I search this, you'll see the enc type attribute specifies how the form data should be encoded when submitting it to the server. You'll see note, the enc type attribute can only be used if method is equal to post, because it's going to be encoded in the HTTP request body. And I'm not able to specify encoding types for the URL. The URL has its own encoding type, and if I change that, the URL will not load properly. You'll see I have a few different values. If I specify multi-part form data, which is what we did, no characters are encoded. This value is required when you are using forms that have a file upload control. If I specify X www form URL encoded, this is the default. All characters are encoded before sent. Spaces are converted to plus symbols, and special characters are converted to ASCII hex values. But I have a file here, and maybe the file, I don't want to encode those special characters, and I don't want to get rid of the spaces because I'm uploading a file. I want to leave it as it is. So I need to specify multi-part form data, which no characters are encoded. Make sure you upload this code to the server, and that's all we need to do for the front end. Before this will run, we need to go to simplehandler.php and see how we can grab that file and store it to the file system. Now we're going to do this in the next video. So stick with Professor Wergles, and we'll see you in the next video.